Hello, it's Lorna Wagner from Maritime UK, and this afternoon I'm joined by Jenny, who's going to talk to us about her career pathway. Hi, Jenny.
Hiya, I'm Jenny and I'm from the National Oceanography Centre, and my research interests are in coastal science.
And what's your job title, Jenny?
That's a difficult one. I change it quite a lot depending on tasks. So today I'm going to be an oceanographer.
Excellent. I like this. I like the idea that you could change it just on a daily basis. Today I feel like being wonderful. So first question, can I ask what drew you to the maritime sector?
Yeah, so I grew up on the Isle of Wight and I loved kayaking. So I always wanted a career that would work with the sea. My careers advisor suggested I became a pharmacist. That didn't quite cut it. So I went to a university that had a good canoe club, which was Bangor University, and they also did oceanography. I didn't know there was really careers in oceanography, so I did physical oceanography with maths, and then I found out that you really could be an oceanographer, and that's when I went to the National Oceanography Centre.
Brilliant. And so was the National Oceanography Centre your first employer?
It was, yes. So I started there in 2007, and I've been there ever since.
Right, brilliant. And can I ask you what your career highlight has been to date?
Yeah, so the biggest highlight was when I won my first project. So when you start as a scientist, you do a lot of research, but you're working on other people's projects. And although they're very interesting, when you have your first project funded and it shows that someone thinks your ideas are quite important as well, that's a really great experience.
And what's your career ambition?
Well, my ambition is to make a change. So I work with the coast. I hope that all the technologies, whether it's instruments or computer models that I work with and that I develop, actually lead to something that can be of use to other people, communities living at the coast or industries working at the coast. So a lot of my work is doing things alongside coastal managers so they actually benefit from my research.
And that's protecting the coastline, is it? Is that fundamentally what you're doing?
Yeah, so I work with shoreline management. I'm interested in flood hazards and erosion risks and how we can understand these processes and better predict what might happen in the future so we can work with change as it's happening.
Right, oh, fascinating. Can I ask if there's been one single person or a group of people who's been the most influential in your career pathway?
So there hasn't really been one single person. There's been many people, I would say. So when I was an undergraduate, I used to work a lot with my lecturers. They all have their own expertise. Then during a PhD, I had a supervisor and he was an expert in sediment transport. And then as I moved to the NOC, I work with so many different people on all the different projects I do. I am always learning from people. And also we work a lot with people externally and they all bring new experiences and new expertise. Every day is a learning day for me. Every project brings new people into my life and I just keep learning from them. And I'm really pleased that that's the career I do.
Brilliant. And last question, if you were able to give your 16-year-old self some career advice, what would it be?
Now that would be, don't be terrified of computers. So when I was at school, computers always used to freeze and I always worried that when I went into the working world, I wouldn't survive. But in reality, you have IT teams that look after you and keep computers going. So there's absolutely nothing to worry about. IT teams are always very friendly people. Sometimes they might think I'm a bit daft with my problems, but they're always there to help and they always have an open door.
That's fantastic. Great advice. Thank you very much, Jenny. Thank you for giving us your time today.